Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and here is my review of The Last Days of Ptolemy Grey. And this is a new Apple TV Plus series, and is from the book from Walter Mosley, focusing on a suddenly left without his trusted caretaker. Ptolemy Grey is assigned to the care of an orphaned teenager, Robyn. When they learn about a treatment that will restore his memories, he uses it so that he could track down the man who murdered his nephew and took him away from him. And this story has such an interesting impact. And, based off of that, just like the basics of somebody, it's like, seems like it's a basic kind of revenge story, but there's something deeply emotional and resonant about this story in the context of this is a man who has lost his mind and gets it back, and what does he do with it to avenge and really support his family. And that is an inspiring story that Mosley is able to bring to light here in this series with their raw and textured filmmaking. This is a gorgeous film to look at. This series is engrossing and impactful and engaging, and you have a very rich tone to the amount of emotion that's channeling through this series, from its moments in flashback where Ptolemy is connecting with the woman of his, the love of his life, connecting as a child to Coy Dog, played by Damon Gupton, and you have all these people coming to him and connecting with him over the course of this series in a deeply emotional and resonant way. And you have this unique premise, this idea, and they build off of it so well and really incorporate its elements in an impactful and moving way, leading up to that last episode where you really do see where this film is going, but it really takes its effort to target and help people in general, and that's where Ptolemy Grey is coming from. You have his elements with this woman that he connects with, that he lend money and they start having a thing. You have the darker elements and darker places where this film takes us, with violence and murder and just deteriorating mental health. And this film, this series is really, really anchored by Samuel L. Jackson, who's giving one of his best performances, period. This is a revelation. I'm so glad to see him doing some real acting instead of just popping up as Nick Fury for a couple minutes here so often. But in the end, this is moving. It is engaging. It is impactful. It is something that I hope that so many viewers get to continue experience on Apple TV Plus. But you also have Dominique Fishback, who plays Robyn, who acts well beyond her years for some powerful moments. And she witnesses the aftermath of, what happens when this man finally loses all of his wits. And this is a warning from Walton Goggins' character, who runs this treatment. It's like, once it's gone, once those memories are gone, they're going to escalate and happen a lot quicker. This is a story with a lot of depth and the unhealthy ways of coping with loss and grief. It challenges you, and this is an impactful series starring an incredible performance from Samuel L. Jackson. This is definitely worth checking out. But those are my thoughts on The Last Days of Ptolemy Grey. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.